Hello everybody and welcome back to the Pokemon X Randomizer Nuzlocke. In the last episode, I don't exactly remember what happened because there was like 3 episodes in a row I recorded and I don't know which one was which. Last episode, I don't think a lot of things happened, but between episodes I did grind Paul up a little bit in levels to where he's level 35 now, which is 1 level higher than the highest level Pokemon we're going to be facing today. But I only have 2 Pokemon and he's going to have 6 Pokemon, and probably like more than one of those is going to be the highest level. So I figured it's fair. And for that same reason, I'm not going to turn off the XP share. I'm going to keep on the XP share as long as I have 4 or less Pokemon in my party. The moment I get 5 Pokemon, I'm turning off the XP share again, because at that point, I don't think I need to be over leveled anymore for these difficult battles. But 4 or less, I'm keeping the XP share on. That's just like a little backup rule I'm coming up with right now. Just kind of to suit my own needs. And honestly, if I didn't do that, the series would have been over by now. So the same thing goes for getting a Lucario. If you guys don't want me to use Lucario, that's fine, but I'll just go into a random battle, Tangrowth will die, and the series will be over. So I also gave him Shadow Claw because I need coverage badly. Other than that, nothing really changed between episodes. So now we're just gonna go into the gym. And I think we'll be fine. I think the gym battle itself is going to be difficult. But it's a gym battle, so of course it's difficult. That seems to be a dead end. So let's go over here. I've only done this gym like once. I'm thinking, because I did do a challenge run at some point of Pokemon X. I think a Wonderlock. And I don't think I made it to this gym. And I don't think I'm going to make it through this gym. Okay, so I have one like good thing going for me here. And that is, I know Arceus is a little bit like weird in the randomizer. Because I ran into one during the grinding before Reflection Cave. Or after Reflection Cave, one or the other, I don't remember. I talked about it in an episode, and that one was blue, as you could see in the Discord channel, link down below in the description, blah, blah, blah. But none of the typings really worked against it, because if it was a water or a flying type, electric moves would have worked against it, and if it was an ice type, fire type moves would have worked against it. And I kind of tried out everything, and nothing really worked against it. So I just, at the end of the day, I think I poisoned it and chipped it down, just trying to stall it out. It had a couple of like powerful moves already. I think that one was like level 25, so this one was going to be an issue. But that does lead me to believe that it is not actually holding a plate, and Arceus just has, how many types are there? 16, 17 entries in the database of different Pokemon for like, just what it sends out. But its typing probably still based on the plate it holds. So that way you can actually send out an Arceus which has the look of a typing, but isn't actually that typing. That is my theory at any rate. This one could, with the way it looks. I'm not very good at figuring out the typings just from colors, but it could be poison or ghost type, I guess. But if my theory is correct, it's just a normal type, unless it's actually holding the plate, which I kind of doubt, because that all should be randomized. So what I'm gonna do here, I figured I should tell you guys this before I do it, because otherwise it's gonna look stupid. I'm going to Mega Evolve, obviously, and then I'm gonna Power Up Punch. If this is, just to confirm my theory, really, if he is a ghost type, this won't do anything. If he's a poison type, this should be neutral. And if he's a normal type, as my theory predicts, this should be super effective. Prophecy won't do anything against me. Will it? Don't you have any good moves? Okay, definitely. Yeah, he's a normal type. Okay. If you don't have any good moves, you might not actually be an issue. Which is weird, because the lower level Arceus I faced before was a real, like, that was a boss fight. I was honestly thinking about like turning on my recording just for that fight during grinding. I think it was a trainer battle. Did I outspeed it the second time? Are we a speed tie? Huh. I mean, I am a couple of levels higher, but it's also like I'm literally fighting God. Okay, so that was the most difficult battle of today done. In theory. Probably not. I'm gonna be honest. It's probably going to be like 3 more like Arceus and what else? What am I weak to and is a legendary Pokemon? Anything flying type, really, so... And anything fire type. So Moltres or Ho-Oh? There's definitely gonna be a Moltres or a Ho-Oh. I can feel it. There's gonna be a Moltres and a Ho-Oh, as a matter of fact. Why would you even have this path? It doesn't do anything other than waste my goddamn time. Also, something that I wanted to talk about, and I think I've talked about it on Plants vs. Zombies a little bit. I'm going to be a little bit more like loose with the language, because I have been trying to be family friendly in preparation of if I ever get monetization back on. I don't want to get demonetized because of language, but right now I'm more terrified of being classified as a channel for kids, which never was my intention. I'm like teenagers and up, definitely. The things I talk about, a lot more like serious topics, not aimed at kids, but I'm also playing Pokemon, so I'm going to be a little bit more loose with the language. So I'm going to not stop myself swearing as much as I have before, because I don't know if you guys have noticed, especially if you like know me in real life. I do tend to like actually swear quite a bit, but I don't do it on camera as much because, well, I just explained why. But I'd rather be demonetized while not having monetization enabled than having my channel be categorized as a channel for kids. I said it's definitely not content for kids, but YouTube would possibly back to differ, and I want to have a case to be made if ever we get to the point where Vulpix has draw. I mean, I know Ninetales does, but I figured, why would you stay in against a Vulpix? Oh my! Okay, so that was a critical hit. This is gonna one-shot. I don't even need to multi-hits on it. Okay, so I'm definitely going back to the Pokemon Center right now. Because that was scary. But just a heads up. It's not like I'm gonna be swearing every other fucking sentence, but I did throw in the fucking there just on purpose because we're talking about swearing. But there will be a little bit more of that. Partly because it's how I talk naturally, and I'm guessing that if I don't have to think about swearing as much, talking will come even more natural to me than it already does. But also partly because of the whole child-friendly thing. I'm not like seriously worried that it's going to destroy the platform like all the freaking dramatic YouTube videos you've probably seen so far. If you've seen my video, Plants vs. Zombies, I think it's episode 8. It's not a long video. You should go watch it. That pretty much sums up my opinion on everybody fucking overreacting to this, because it's... People assumed that the adpocalypse was going to destroy YouTube as well. And there's an argument to be made that this is a semi-result of the adpocalypse and this is the actual end, but there's always an argument to be made that this is as a result of something else that happened before, which wasn't as bad, so this is worse, because things always are results of things that happened before. That's just how, like, time works. That we live in a linear timeline. That's how things work. Things happen, and everything that happens after that is, to some extent, a result of the things that happened before. That's how things work. And this is what I mean, right? I mean, this is like a topic and a commentary thing, which, if this was like a 8-year-old kid watching this, probably be like confused at this point, because I'm talking about things that are way beyond an 8-year-old to understand. I mean, if there's an 8-year-old watching this, by all means, fine. You're probably one of the most intelligent 8-year-olds. I'm not saying I'm like a Rick and Morty type of show, by the way, where you need to have a gigantic IQ to actually even be allowed to watch. As a matter of fact, I don't even think Rick and Morty is that. Not anymore. Anyway, at season 3, and as far as we are into season 4 right now, is like very dumbed down compared to what it used to be, in my opinion. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, it's just a lot more fart jokes. Which is kind of cheap, in my opinion. It's not like, it's not real comedy if you're just making fart jokes. And there still is some like more intelligent jokes in there, but it's more, it's not as much jokes anymore for like more educated people to just be careful at how I call it. But it's more references. The actual comedy is it's toned down after season 2. This is potentially dangerous, by the way, because I don't know. This probably should do a decent amount of damage. I don't know if it was going to one-shot, and he might have something like Earthquake, I was going to say. But you know what? Icy Wind? As long as you don't freeze me. Okay, you do outspeed me now, probably. You still don't outspeed me. How? Okay, I mean, you are a Piloswine. I understand that. And, oh, my audio is very loud. Hang on. Am I going to... Oh, I don't know how... Am I going to... Okay. I'm going to open my sound settings. I'm going to do this live. It looked like it was fine in sound testing, but right now... Look at my waveform, I'm clipping as hell. So, device properties, yeah. I don't know why, but my volume on my microphone just keeps changing itself from... I usually have it on 70% in my sound settings, and that is great, and that is what you're hearing right now. But sometimes it just jumps back up to like 80 or 90 or 100, and then when I start recording... I don't know what does it. I think, like... I used to think it was Skype doing that. When I still use Skype. But I don't even think Skype is installed on my PC anymore. So surely it's not Skype. So maybe Discord is doing it? I don't know. I can probably deal with whatever comes up with the little amount of HP I've lost. I think there's like 1 or 2 more trainers before the gym leader anyway. No, there's not, because the gym leader is literally over here. Isn't he? I think he is. Okay, let's give man a super potion and let's start this gym battle, because I just want to get this over with. Was a super potion necessary? Maybe not. Do I care? Definitely not. I want to be prepared for this. 2 versus 6. Paul's been doing some good work here, and Paul's going to be doing some more good work coming up, because I think next episode we also have a gym battle, potentially, with the 5th gym, and it's going to be usually electric type, but as soon as... Okay, it's Pupa. I'm actually very happy that he leads with his Pupa. Why? Because Pupa can't do shit against me. Meaning that I can Mega Evolve, and I can set up Swords Dances instead of Power-Up Punches. If I can get like 2 Swords Dances off, I don't know what he actually has. He might have like a decent move, but I can probably get 1 or 2 Swords Dances off. I mean, use Protect. Please, keep using Protect. Because I can get a +6 and just sweep you. I very much would like to sweep you with Mega Lucario. So long as he doesn't use an actual move, I'm gonna keep using Sword Stances. I want to scout him out. He probably doesn't have anything that can damage me. I mean, he does have Harden. I guess. Okay, so this gets me a +6, which I think +6 is the max you can be at, right? Or is it +8? I guess we'll see when we inevitably have to use Power-Up Punch. But that is... rose sharply. So I'm at +6 now, I think. Yeah, I used it 3 times. Let's use Power Punch, just to be sure. I mean, even if it's resisted, I thought it was going to one-shot, and I would have if it wasn't for that hard. But my attack didn't increase there, which tells me that I'm at max attack. Okay, so I probably should have seen that coming. But hey, if you're wasting your Hyper Potion on your Pupa, I'm fine with that. Honestly, I'm fine with you wasting Hyper Potions on Pupa. I will not be wasting any more of my power-up punches there. Should I? I'll use a Shadow Claw. Who cares? Okay, so I'm kind of done with you using Protect. It was kind of useful for me when I was setting up with Swords Dance. Right now, I kind of don't want you to anymore. Right now, I just want you to send out your next Pokemon and have it die. There's a bit of toast stuck in between my teeth, I just noticed. It's really irritating. I don't mind like food being stuck in between my teeth, but... Potentially useful move, but I think I like my moveset right now. I was thinking about getting... No! That actually scared me more than the Arceus. Arceus, whatever. I was thinking about getting rid of Swords Dance, but right now Swords Dance is doing me such a solid move that I'm definitely keeping Swords Dance on a little bit longer. Okay, Darumaka is not an evolved Pokemon. It is a fire type already, isn't it? I don't know if it is. I think it is. Yeah, that's a fire type. What's up next? Bring it. I'm Polio. Not polio. Not polio. Actually, you're Steel type, so Bone Rush should be super effective. Water doesn't resist ground, does it? No, it doesn't seem like it does. And it was a critical hit. I don't think that critical hit mattered. But that does mean that it was like 12 times the damage it usually would be. Critical hit is not twice the damage, is it actually? I don't think it is. Still, it's a ridiculous amount of damage I'm doing right here. You're probably going to have Levitate. I don't know. Magnemite does have another ability, doesn't he? We just got that answered. Yes, he does. And it's Sturdy. You would paralyze me. I mean, it's not going to change the outcome of this battle. And I do feel a little bit bad about setting up and being so over-leveled. And especially like the combination. Does Sturdy work twice? The answer is yes. As long as you're back at full HP, Sturdy works again. That's something you don't usually see in like any scenario, really. But apparently that's how it works. But just realize that I'm getting very lucky with the randomization so far. If they were more difficult Pokemon to deal with, I would actually need these levels and this setting up. As it is right now though, Braviary will now outspeed me. And this will only be neutral. And Aerial Ace might do a decent amount of damage. That's actually... Oh. Critical hit, Aerial Ace can take me out at this point. It could. Or you could use Home Claws and just be a sitting target for me. That also works perfectly for me. Because even though this is going to be neutral, this is going to take you the fuck out. Thank you. It's been nice knowing you, American Bird. Level 38. I think we can go straight into the next gym after this, to be honest, because I don't know what levels that gym's at, but probably not level 40. And we do get no captures anymore because we're going straight into Lumio City, and only after Lumio do we get more captures. And your last Pokemon is a Sandshrew. It's okay. It's kind of pathetic. It's kind of pathetic. Your team, and again, it makes me feel a little bit bad for overleveling. But there's no way I could have known how pathetic this team was. If I had known, I would have just gone in with level 30, 33, I think, or 32. Well, this is the power of Paul. This is the power of Paul, my friend. It's incredible. We did the entire gym plus the gym leader, and we have 10 minutes to spare in the episode. So we're going to make our way towards Lumios and have like a little bit of a cutscene with AZ, I think. And we also get Grass Knob. Aren't you usually the Fairy type gym leader? No, you're not. No, you are not. You are the Grass type one because you usually have a what's it called? A Go-Go. Who is the Fairy type gym leader? There's got to be a Fairy type gym leader. Oh, wait a second. The champion is Fairy type, isn't she? Yeah, that's probably it. It's probably not a Fairy type gym leader. Never mind. It makes a lot more sense that the new typing is introduced with the champion anyway. That being said, in Generation 2 with Steel typing, there was a Steel type gym, which was a bit of a pushover gym, to be honest. And there was no Dark type gym, and to this day, there's no Dark type gym. Well, there might be in Sword and Shield, actually. I don't think there is. I don't think there is in Sword and Shield. Why is there no Dark type gym yet? There's plenty of Dark types. They should have a gym. Is there a Dark type trial in Sun and Moon? I don't think there is either. I don't think there is. There might be. There's gotta be. There's so many. There has to be because you get a Dark EMZ. You get a Z Crystal for Dark type moves, right? So there's gotta be a Dark type trial. I just can't remember where it is and what the Pokemon is for it. And I'm googling this. Fuck it, I'm googling this right now. While we smash through this dialogue. Pokemon Sun and Moon Dark type leader. Oh, it's the cop. Yeah, that's that guy. That makes sense. But wait a second, he doesn't have a trial, does he? He just gives the Dark EMZ to you because... Oh, he's a grand trial. That's what he is. So that is kind of a gym leader, after all. So there is a Dark type gym leader, quote unquote. An Elite Four member, I suppose. I think we run into AZ somewhere along the way here, don't we? I think we're supposed to, at any rate. We can't catch anything here because we knocked out a Remoraid. Are you kidding me? Oh, we need to do the power plant thing first. Does that mean we do get access to a new area? Wait, what? What did I miss? Okay, so now I talked to him before. I don't know if it was on screen. I think it was. And he just turned me away. Now I actually get to fight him, which is a bit of an upgrade. So next episode we're probably not going to be able to do the next gym yet because we're going to have to do the Team Flare base, I think. Okay, so no gym leaders coming up apparently. You did have to paralyze me, didn't you? Probably should just buy paralyzed heals because somehow I keep getting paralyzed every freaking battle I'm in. There's a lot of Pokemon carrying paralyzing moves for some reason. Oh, a Gallade. Gallade is Psychic Fighting? I always forget. I think it is. Or Fairy Fighting. It's one or the other. I think it's Psychic Fighting. And Gardevoir's Psychic Fairy. So Shadow Claw should be super effective. That won't do any. Fair enough. Okay, that was a critical hit. Slash does have a higher critical hit ratio. Okay, you're right. Okay, so that's neutral. So what the fuck is your typing? Are you fairy? It makes sense if you're fairy fighting, don't get me wrong. But I'm pretty sure before Generation 6 you were psychic fighting. I'm not saying that can't be changed. I mean, plenty of Pokemon got changed. Like, lost their typing and gained fairy instead of it. Like, Azurill, I think. Potentially. Maybe, I don't know. Actually, I think most things that got fairy typing only had one type to begin with. Like Snubbull and Granbull. Or Clefable, Clefairy. Jigglypuff? Jigglypuff a fairy type? Should be a fairy type. Just because it's pink? Yeah, just because it's pink. Is that colorist? Would you call it colorist? No, a colorist is somebody who does the color correction on video. Or maybe on photo as well. I don't know if there's like such a thing as a colorist for just photos. I honestly don't know. What I do know is that it's probably a decent time to wrap up this episode and then do the Team Flare thing next episode. So until then, I'm going to hope that I'm not going to get paralyzed again, because I know I got running back to the Pokemon Center every single fucking battle. Until then, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you have enjoyed this video, which was a bit of a breeze, to be honest, but that's a nice change of pace. We've had a lot of difficult episodes lately, so having a bit of a easier episode, it's a bit of a blessing. And hopefully that blessing is going to continue through next episode. Until then, I'll see you all back then. Next time. I can't talk. Bye.